If your life was a movie, what would it be titled, and who would play you in the movie?
What would it be titled? Searching for consistency. How would I describe the 2025 Red Sox?
Yeah.
I would describe 2025 Red Sox as an extremely talented group that is just now starting to put things together the way that we saw we could. So it's very important that we continue to trust and rely on our talent and our ability and continue to maintain confidence, go into games expecting to win, and we'll be in a good spot. I'd say the rehab part was challenging, but it wasn't too bad because I've gone through it before when I was way younger with Tommy John rehab. It was more so like understanding my identity away from baseball because I had to be kind of away from baseball for a whole year. Yes and no. I was there. I was going to Fenway. I was doing my rehab work. I was around the guys, but like I wasn't a part of the team. No matter what you do and how much you're around when you're rehabbing, if you're not playing, it's very different. And I had to kind of come to grips with that, come to terms with that, especially with my first year with the team. It would have been nice to be able to make an impact and like contribute, but you know, that was the way the cookies crumbled there. So I had to just kind of lock in on the rehab work, but then away from the field, like finding ways to not be super bored and, you know, not drive myself insane. But there were periods of time where I was going a little crazy. So I'm just glad we made it through.
How does life feel as a whole when you're playing well?
Yeah, I put a lot of emotional stock in how I perform. It's very important to me that I'm good at my job and that I do well for the team, the city, the fans. I know how passionate the fans are here, so to be able to kind of figure it out over the last month or so, it feels good. I'm definitely satisfied with my body of work over the last like month or whatever amount of time it's been, but you can never be satisfied. So I want to continue to pitch well, continue to help out the team, the rotation, and just keep it going in the second half. What are we doing? All right, come on. How do video games help me relax?
And prepare for games.
And prepare, okay. Yeah, video games for me, they're a huge part of my life. I mean, my dad made them. He worked at Electronic Arts for a long time. Come on. So, yeah, there's different levels to it. I have my competitive games that I like to play that, for me, I'd say the excuse I make for why I dump so many hours into them is I'm keeping my competitive nature locked in. So that's games like Rocket League or, you know, even like the traditional sports games, FIFA and the show and stuff like that. Or like the Call of Duties and whatnot. Those games, like, for me, aren't really relaxation, but more being very competitive. I can't play any sort of competitive online game casually. I'm getting very intense. I'm pissing off my friends that I'm playing with or my brother because I'm putting pressure on them to perform. I just can't turn it off. So it's just like a good outlet for that. And then as far as playing video games to relax, that's more the like single player role playing games where I just can kind of vibe out and chill on those, explore an open world, something like that. And so, you know, it's just like it's my favorite hobby away from the field. You have the escapism aspect of it. You know, I have a high stress, high pressure job. So being able to just like hop online with buddies and kind of get away from it all, it's very nice, while also maintaining the competitive edge. And then I have video games as means to prepare for my job. I play MLB The Show. People have been talking about that for a long time. It's even like in the game now. Like if you have me start a game, sometimes the voiceover line that they have the play-by-play guy in the game do, it's like talking about, oh, Lucas Giolito plays MLB The Show to prepare for his big league starts, which is true. And so it gets really meta when I'm doing it, and then I hear the guy talking about how I do it to prepare for big league starts, and here I am doing it to prepare for a big league start. That's where we're at now. It's become too public, but that's all right. But yeah, I could talk about the video game stuff forever. I'm like a huge nerd. Most guys that I know, starting pitchers, like they get to the field early on their start day, and I couldn't do it. I'd be sitting there like, what am I doing? Just sitting in my locker, walking around. Like I like to try and be at home and keep my mind like away from the game. And then when I get to the field, it's like, okay, good, let's go right into the routine. Like my routine of preparation, everything that I do on my start day. That's the way I like to do it. But what's going on in my mind? Usually I just have like a podcast or something going to, not just be like thinking about it. I like doing, I don't like thinking, you know what I mean? It's funny, man, I've made some friends of mine like that I made years ago gaming. Like I never met them in real life. Met them through just playing video games and stuff. And then over time they turn into real life friends. And it's funny, like some of my Rocket League buddies, I played with them for years, like really good friends, but never met, lived in different parts of the country. And then even when I was in the minor leagues, they'd be like, oh, like I'm close to where you're playing, like I want to come watch you pitch. And then, we'd grab a drink after. And yeah, over the years, and then it turned into like, okay, cool, I'm leaving you tickets at Yankee Stadium. I'll see you on the field for BP. So it's, pretty cool. Comes full circle.
Yeah.